Hey there, everyone. I'm Sammy, and unlike some humans I won't name, I don't get nervous on camera, so I'm here to help you get started with content targeting inside Next Level Marketing AI. First, let's head to the Next Level Marketing dashboard and click on Add Content Targeting. This is where you'll set up your audience, meaning the people your content is actually meant to reach. You'll see a few fields here. Please don't just fill them in to get through it. This is where the magic happens. Let's actually build one audience together right now. Let's say I'm running a blog for a travel agency, and I want to create content specifically for solo women travelers. So let's go to Add Content Targeting. First thing I'm going to do after that is give this audience a clear label. I'll just call it Solo Women Travelers, so it's easy to find later when I'm assigning it to content. Now we've got the target audience field. Go with something clear and descriptive like women who travel solo for leisure. Next up is audience details. This is where I try to paint a fuller picture. So I might say something like women aged 25 to 45, educated, financially independent. They seek cultural depth, self-growth, and authenticity. Interested in unique destinations and meaningful local experiences. Finally, let's look at the unresolved needs section. This is where the AI really learns what your audience cares about. For my example, I might write something like lack of safety, scams, higher costs, wasting time, feeling isolated, limited solo-friendly options, generic tours, poor local insights, difficulty finding affordable, authentic, flexible experiences. The more specific you are when filling in these sections, the more relevant and helpful your content will feel. So skip the fluff and don't worry about sounding perfectly polished. Instead, focus on clear, direct info like real frustrations, real obstacles, and real concerns your audience has. That's what gives the AI something solid to work with. Add content targeting with one click, and you can reuse it anytime. And if you want, you can also go back and edit or delete any audience you've added. All right, now that the audience is saved, here's where it gets really interesting. I'm going to jump over to my content queue inside Next Level Marketing AI and use targeting for an actual topic. Let's say the article is called Top Places to Visit in Italy This Summer. This is a pretty broad topic on its own, but once I assign a specific audience to it, everything changes. So for this first one, I'm choosing solo women travelers as my audience. I assign the targeting and instruct the AI content assistant to start writing. Once the AI content assistant completes writing the article, you'll get a notification to review the content. Now, let's take a look at the content it generated for solo women travelers. I'm going to quickly read the intro for you. Planning a summer trip to Italy? Whether you're into art, food, history, or just want to wander charming streets with a gelato in hand, this country has something for every kind of traveler. From quiet coastal towns to buzzing city neighborhoods, we've rounded up the top places to visit in Italy that offer a mix of culture, comfort, and character, without the stress. These spots aren't just pretty, they're easy to explore solo, offer real local flavor, and help you avoid the usual tourist traps. So grab your travel journal and let's dive into where your next Italian adventure could take you. And yes, that same targeting carries through the whole article. Every destination it suggests is picked and described with the audience's specific needs and details in mind, the ones we defined earlier in this video. Now, let's see what happens when I assign the same exact topic to a different audience. Let's go with young families with kids. The introduction of the article now sounds like this: planning a summer trip to Italy with the kids? It can be tough figuring out where to go that keeps everyone happy without breaking the bank. Whether you're looking for sandy beaches, small towns with charm, or spots packed with history and gelato, there's something for every family. We've pulled together a list of top places to visit in Italy that offer a good mix of fun, comfort, and things to do for all ages. Totally different vibe. Same topic, but very different message. And last up, let's try luxury retirees. Here's what the intro sounds like when that's the target audience. Planning a summer trip to Italy can feel like flipping through an endless menu. So many tempting choices, it's hard to know where to begin. Whether you're drawn to quiet coastal towns, historic cities, or vineyard-covered hillsides, Italy offers something for every kind of traveler who prefers comfort and calm over crowds and chaos. This guide highlights the top places to visit in Italy that combine rich culture with a slower pace and thoughtful touches. If you're looking for destinations where you can take your time, enjoy good food, and soak in the beauty without rushing around, you're in the right place. See what I mean? This article was clearly written for someone with time, taste, and budget. As you've seen, the AI content writing assistant generated very different articles, even though the topic was exactly the same, and none of the other settings changed. The only difference was the assigned target audience. That alone shaped everything. How the places in Italy were presented, the pain points it spoke to, even the way the intro was framed. So that's the difference audience context makes. You give the AI the right lens, and it writes with purpose, not just keywords. And that's exactly what content targeting is built to do. Here's another quick pro tip that'll help you make the most out of this feature. Try creating multiple versions of the same audience, but with different pain points. So for example, let's say you're writing for freelance designers. One version might focus on designers who are struggling to attract high-paying clients. They're tired of being undercharged, and they want to level up their income. Another version could focus on designers who are overwhelmed with client work, endless revisions, and promoting themselves nonstop. That audience wants more time and better systems, not just more money. Same audience, different content direction. And the AI picks up on that. You'll get way more targeted, relevant content just by adjusting the pain points. I hope this gave you a better feel for how content targeting works, and maybe even got you curious enough to test it out for yourself. It takes just a few minutes to define your target audience, and you'll be seriously surprised at the difference it makes, not just in the content itself, but in how much more aligned it feels with the people you're actually trying to reach. It's a small step that makes a huge impact. Finally, one more thing you should know is that you can combine content targeting and a content focus. That way, your AI content isn't just speaking to the right person, but it's also tied to a clear business goal, like promoting a product, announcing a launch, or driving traffic to a seasonal campaign. Okay, that's a wrap for this video. Really appreciate you watching, hope it helped, and I'll catch you in the next one.